The fog and rubble of war. Ukrainian authorities say Russian forces bombed an art school in Mariupol. 400 people were hiding in that school. Mariupol City Council says residents are being taken to Russia against their will. One Ukrainian lawmaker adding that those people are being taken for forced labor in different parts of Russia. Today, President Volodymyr Zelensky met with Israel's parliament, the wartime president asking for military air weapons. NewsNation correspondent Tom Negevin leads us off tonight from the UN building in New York. And Tom, there are constant accusations of Russia committing war crimes in Ukraine.
That's right. Those have been nonstop, as you know, Rudabeh, including the latest of forced deportations from Ukraine back to Russia. But the latest number we're watching from here at the United Nations is 10 million. That, they say, is the number of people displaced inside Ukraine's border. So that includes refugees, a number we know to be over 3 million now, half of them children, but it also includes people who've fled their homes within the country as Russian troops continue to target civilians.
In the besieged city of Mariupol, residents are on the move. They change locations often to survive living here. One couple interviewed with the sound of shelling constantly in the background. They're trying to stay in Ukraine. 3.1 million others are already gone. These are some of the latest arrivals in neighboring Poland, describing the horror they've left behind. It is scary, very scary, especially for children. They are shooting everywhere. They don't care about children or the elderly. It's difficult to return, she says, because everything has been destroyed. Another group of refugees lining up for Sunday services in Moldova. I'd like to believe my house is still intact, this refugee says, my relatives and friends still alive, because at this moment we don't know what's going to happen to Kharkiv. They bomb there constantly. In the latest appeal for help, Ukraine's president today calling on Israel to take a stronger stand against Russia, delivering an emotional appeal that compared Russia's invasion to Nazi Germany. Another speech tailored to a very specific audience. When the Nazis invaded Europe, he says, and wanted to destroy everything and everyone, conquer nations, leave nothing of us and you, they called it the final solution of the Jewish question. This time, it's about us, about the Ukrainian question. And tonight, next to zero optimism among Western diplomats that Russia will come to the table soon with an honest attempt at a ceasefire.
Because the negotiations seem to be one-sided, and the Russians have not leaned into any possibility for a negotiated and diplomatic solution.
And another new development tonight, Rudabeh, comes from Russia. The Kremlin reporting this via its Telegram channel that it has used a high-tech hypersonic missile system again against targets in Ukraine. This for the second time in 2 days that we know of. It's targeting sites along the Black Sea at 10 times the speed of sound. It's capable, though, of hitting targets more than 1,200 miles away. Rudabeh?
Tom Negevin, thank you. Thanks for watching. Click the red subscribe button below so you can get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.